Hi guys, welcome back to Click Video Mag Lensday Wednesday. As promised, more in the Great Wide series. And what I thought I'd do was start with two of the most unusual ones that we have in the lineup. Last week's was the 400DO. This week, the 200mm to 400mm f4 L series image stabilizer with the built-in 1.4 extender. Now, this is astonishing. It's a great white, as in huge optical performance is astonishing. It's got that red line, L series, you know what you're going to get. This was Canon's first foray into a fast aperture general purpose zoom lens, fantastic for sport, for wildlife, for birds, for anything, in a very, very compact, lightweight design for something that would traditionally be used on a tripod, on a monopod, very rare to be used handheld. But in terms of physical size, and you'll see when we start looking at the 600s, the 800mm lenses, quite a compact lens in the greater scheme of things. It's not light, it's well over 3 kilos. It is, however, very, very easy to use and very versatile. For wildlife photography, for sports photography, where things are changing fairly dramatically, you need a fast f-stop like f4. This is utterly incredible. It's something I use on a regular basis because it is easy to travel with. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It is versatile, 200 to 400 focal length, fantastic for anything you're shooting. F4, great shallow depth of field. And more than anything else, that stabilizer is astonishing. But this baby, the 1.4 extender. For a lot of us, when we shoot with a 400mm lens, you get this idea in your head of what 400mm looks like, and you think, oh, I want to get closer, take the lens off, put the extender on, put it back on the camera. Wow, it feels a hell of a lot closer. And there is most certainly a difference between 400 and 560mm when you use that extender, but our eyes deceive us and our brains deceive us because that difference between 400 and 560 isn't huge. And it became quite a big thing when people first started using this lens because that converter is on, off. The difference wasn't huge. You could see it, but it wasn't a massive difference. And it was one of those things that we realized people wanted a versatile lens, but every now and then they wanted something bigger. This was an incredible idea, and it came from one of our broadcast, our TV lenses. It's the same optical component and dimensions and design as the standard 1.4 extender, but where the 1.4 extender is designed to fit and work on a variety of lenses, from a 70-200 all the way up to an 800, it's kind of got some glitches and some odds and sods that are linked to it. This extender was built and designed for this lens, so it could be small, compact, designed for this focal length, and absolutely amazing. What's brilliant is you can put it in, put it out very, very quickly. There is a solid click to know that you've got it. It sits very, very quietly and nicely, neatly out of the way in this little dark chamber off to the side over here, and you have a locking switch to either lock it in on or lock it off. Obviously with the 1.4, takes this 200 to 400, makes it a 300 to 560. It goes from f4 to 5.6, but the image stabilizer still works. It still gives you amazing results. Wow, what else can I say? What an absolute pleasure this lens is to use. It's incredibly versatile. It's the go-to lens. If you don't know what you're shooting, but you know you're going to need a long focal length, an all-in-one package from 200 at one end to the potential 560 at the other end, and f4 throughout the entire range at 400 and up to 5.6 when you go up to the 560. Incredible, absolutely amazing. Nice, easy to use focus ring, big wide zoom ring, those focus preset dials over there, focus buttons at the top there, drop-in filter tray. This is the 52mm. As I mentioned last week, the 400DO has the 49. As you said, stabilizer modes 1, 2, and 3, as you've seen. Focus limiters, as you know, as standard on this baby. As with all great whites with the red line, they come with a trunk. And as you can see, this is quite the beastie. It's a monstrously sized trunk, but obviously that's the kind of thing you're going to need for this. The original trunks that we had with lenses were quite a lot bigger, quite a lot deeper, and would not fit into overhead compartment spaces. These trunks most certainly will, and it's well worth having that in mind. It's not something you want to check into airlines. Rather have it in the overhead compartment. What else can I say? What an absolute beast. That is lovely, lovely, lovely lens. It's a zoom. It's the biggest zoom we make. What an absolute pleasure. Wait till you see the primes. They're coming up soon. As always, thanks for watching.